Hi, today we are going to convert a Notion form into PDF files. And for this demonstration, we have got form 1099 essay over here. And if you look at this form, we have got few fields of information available over here. And once the user clicks on submit, the responses will come under the responses view in the database. I've already added two entries out of the particular form, and now I'm looking to convert this into PDF files with the help of an automation tool. For this, we'll be using PDF output. PDF output helps you produce PDF files on automation from a Google document with the help of a Notion database. So a Google document is where you will be editing and creating the template to convert to PDF, and the Notion database contains all the information that is to be converted into PDF files. You can create any reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations that you are generating on everyday basis on your business with this automation tool. Let's click on create PDF and quickly sign in, and then we will see every automation step to create the PDFs out of it. Once you log in, the very first thing which you need to do is you need to add a Notion database. After that, we need to connect a document to the database. And finally, we can start mapping all the fields of the database one by one by copying and pasting the properties onto the document and then generate the PDF out of it. So let's start with adding a database. So click on add Notion database and just go to the database section of yours and just copy the database title whichever you have on your workspace. So I'm going to copy this title and I'm going to use this in the selection screen. Click on select pages and put the title inside the search pages field. Your form should appear over here. Whenever you are adding a database, always put it inside the search pages and then add it. Do not add the database by selecting these top level pages from the list over here, because if you do that, the experience will not be smooth and the database will not be added correctly. Also ensure that the database which you are adding, if there is any connected databases used, so let's say form 1099 SA has database A and database B in relation properties. You also need to add database A and database B over here inside search pages, so that the PDF file which I created will have all the relation and roller values come up in the document generated. Otherwise, it will not have the relationship and the roller values appear in the PDF file. Having considered all of this, let's click on allow access, and now you should get access to form 1099 SA, which you can use for the automation setup. Your database will appear in the drop down over here. If it is still not yet appearing, simply reload the database or refresh the database once, and it should definitely appear in the drop down. It takes a while sometimes to load the database, so please have some patience, but it should definitely appear in the drop down as you can see over here. Click on this, and all the properties of the database will be visible one below the other in this section, which we can use to automate the PDF generation process. So let's now add a document to this. So let's click on add Google document. If you already have any existing document available, you can go with an existing document and choose any existing document that might be available on your drive, and you can select the document out of the list. If you do not have any document and you want to test out the automation, just click on add Google document, add demo document, and it will create a demo document file with all the placeholders automatically created for you. Okay, so you can see it has created me this demo document with every placeholder automatically showing up over here. So anything that you see inside double curly brackets are the placeholders which will be mapped with the database. So let's say we have distribution code, FMV of the account, gross distribution. All these fields will be mapped with the values from the database, and the PDF when it will be created, it will be replaced with the values that you see in the database. Okay. Alongside this, if you observe the database, you have some additional columns which have been created. So let me delete the unnecessary ones which have been added. So we have this additional column that is created, that is generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is marked to ready to generate, the PDF will be created for those specific records, and the PDFs will be stored in the PDF file column over here. So make sure to set the record as ready to generate whichever you want to convert to PDFs. Let's go back. Now, if you want to manually add any property onto the document, so let's say I want to add gross distribution. Okay, so I'm just going to add gross distribution over here. So what I'll do is I'll simply click on copy, and I will go to the document and use Control V or Command V on my keyboard. Okay, so you can simply use Control V or Command V. It will copy and paste the property onto the document. Likewise, let's say I want to add FMV. Click on copy. Just go to the document anywhere, wherever you want to use it. Type FNV or whatever you want to type, and simply use Control V or Command V. So it copies and pastes all the properties onto the document live and edits and maps the same for you. For me, all my mappings are already done in this document, or rather let me keep it. And now let us generate all the PDFs. Okay, so the next thing is I want to define the PDF file name. So I can go with received by field to define how the PDF file will be named. Okay, so I will select received by in the drop down over here, and then I'll click on download PDF. It will start downloading the PDF onto the downloads folder, as well as it will save the PDF right inside this database. So you can see the PDF has been created in the downloads folder and it has been saved in the database as well. So if you click on this, it will open up the PDF document and you should be able to see all the entries with the corresponding mappings already done. So everything that you had added in the database earlier has been mapped to the document and the PDF file has been created. So let's see the second entry. This also has all the mappings in place and all the entries have been correctly tagged. So we just created two documents side by side where all the mappings have been correctly done and the PDF has been generated. If you want to automate this process, click on Setup Notion Automation, and now you can create unlimited PDFs anytime at whatever time you wish to have. So whenever a user will click on Submit, a new entry will appear over here. You can simply mark the record as ready to generate, and the PDF will start getting processed and it will automatically get stored in the PDF file section. This is the beauty of using this tool, as all the automation happens directly inside the database. So whenever you click on Setup Notion Automation, the automation gets activated, and whenever a new entry appears, simply mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will directly get created inside this column over here. So this removes the necessity to use PDF output ever again to create everything from scratch and generate the PDF files, as all the automation directly happens inside the database and it gets stored inside the database for your use case. It will use the exact same template that you would have added earlier in the settings part, and it will definitely create the PDF for you right inside the database for your use case. So I hope you take the best advantage of this automation available and start generating PDFs the right way to save your time. If you have any questions on this, just use this chat bubble and send me a message with whatever queries you're having. I'll be able to address the same as soon as possible. You can even go to the home page and scroll down to find the contact section where I will be guiding you step by step, and you can send me an email over here and I will be able to resolve your queries on that. You can even book a free demo session where I'll be guiding you step by step on how to use this tool and take the best advantage of the automation that is available on your end. And as you can see, it has even completed one of the records which we had just marked as ready to generate while we were demoing the automation setup, and it turned it into the PDF file. And the corresponding second record is also getting processed, and soon it will be turned into PDF right over here in the database. So this is how the automation works